I accidentally dropped a pack of instant noodles into the Santable model. The pack fell straight into this tiny kingdom. Everyone stared in amazement at the enormous noodle before them. A woman stepped forward and suddenly caught a rich aroma of meat. The little people, who had been starving for 3 days, went completely wild and rushed over to grab the noodles and eat. Just one day earlier, I had received a package containing a mini architectural model. To my shock, I realized this was exactly the world I had once lived in, and the people there were suffering from a terrible famine. Seeing this, I quickly picked up a whole box of instant noodles and poured all of them into the Santable. Everyone was utterly stunned. Countless packs of instant noodles rained down from the sky, and the kingdom's famine problem was completely solved right then and there. Just at that moment, enemy troops closed in on the city walls, and the entire kingdom stood on the brink of invasion. As the empress fell into despair, 2 streaks of flame suddenly erupted on the battlefield. Everyone was horrified. What they didn't know was that I had merely used a flamethrower on the Santable. Right after that, I took out 2 firecrackers and tossed them directly into the model. In an instant, all the enemy soldiers were knocked down, and even their general was scared away by me. But at night, soldiers from a neighboring country tried to launch a surprise attack on the tiny kingdom. When I saw this, I grabbed a loudspeaker and threw it in. The soldiers, catching sight of the device, all thought a monster had appeared. I announced to everyone through a horn that I could help this small kingdom win the war, but the leader didn't believe me at all. So I took out a stun gun and gave the leader a massage with it. When the other soldiers witnessed this scene, they fled the battlefield immediately. On the other side, some soldiers tried to set fire to the kingdom's houses. I took out a hairdryer and blew out the fire in one go, but the arsonist didn't give up and threw another torch over. I then grabbed a fire extinguisher, which scared the old man half to death. However, one day, my girlfriend discovered the secret of the tiny kingdom. She threw a glass bottle into the Santable, trapping a group of little people inside instantly. Even though the soldiers shot at the bottle, it had no effect whatsoever. Next, she put a huge cockroach into the model. Just as the cockroach was about to attack the tiny kingdom, I immediately killed it with insecticide. After that, I angrily kicked my girlfriend out of the room. After spending so much time together, I fell in love with the queen of the tiny kingdom. One day, when I saw her drowning in sorrow over the loss of her family, I took out some fireworks and created a romantic night sky for her. The queen was deeply moved and shed tears upon seeing it. But just when I thought everything was over, I suddenly noticed a group of assassins appearing beside the queen. The bodyguards around her were being knocked down one after another by the assassins. I hurried to find a weapon, but the first few I grabbed weren't suitable. I was worried they might destroy the tiny kingdom entirely. Yet the queen was already in mortal danger. Just when I finally found a proper weapon, I accidentally stepped on a wooden stick, slipped, and fell straight into the Santable. I traveled through to the tiny kingdom. In the next second, the entire sky of the tiny kingdom was plunged into darkness, and my face appeared right before their eyes.